Hi everybody, it's Kim. How are you guys doing? This is my 2-week update, and so I'm just going to jump right into it. Today I weighed 287. The day of surgery I weighed 300 pounds. So in 2 weeks that's a total weight loss of 13 pounds, and I think that's unbelievable. I'm still amazed at every time I step on the scale. It's lower than it was the day before. I'm doing pretty good. I had a lot of allergic reactions to my adhesive tape, so that was really slowing my progress down. But I went to a dermatologist, and he gave me the right ointment and got me on Benadryl, and so everything is going pretty well. The other thing I've had trouble with is getting off of the Isopure and adding like the powdered protein to my diet and adding anything else to my diet. Isopure in the bottle is kind of expensive. It's almost $4 a bottle here in California. So I would like to at least get some of my protein from other sources. And I'm still in the phase 2 diet, so I don't have a lot of choices. But when I add the protein to the soups, it just makes the soups disgusting, and I just don't like it. And I'm not a picky eater at all, so I have been having troubles with that. And then I started thinking that it may have something to do with I'm blending with a magic bullet, and it goes really fast, and there's a lot of air that whips up into like the smoothies. And so for a couple days I had really bad gas. Like it just felt like razor blades going through my stomach, and I wasn't sure even if it was gas or something was happening with my inner parts or something, because I was just miserable. But eventually I was able to pass gas the next day, and so it kind of made it obvious that it was a bloating issue. So I've been taking my anti-gas medication. It says use as needed. The doctor did say I might experience some gas and bloating. Use as needed. And so now I'm using it for the next week or so prophylactically, just so I don't have those issues again. But I'm trying to figure out what my issues were. I think I was trying to incorporate foods into my diet too quickly. I was adding a small amount of peanut butter to my smoothie, and I think probably that wasn't wise. I had lactose-free milk, but it was not fat-free. That may have been a problem. So I've tried to go back to basics. And so yesterday I had a really good day of eating. I had my Isopure in the morning and in the afternoon, but in the evening I had a little bit of mashed potatoes, just the powdered packet of mashed potatoes. I just made a little bit of that. I got some Molly McButter to sprinkle on it, and that went down really good, really smooth. And so after that, then I had and another thing, I've been waiting my 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the 30-20-30 that we're supposed to do, not drink 30 minutes prior to eating. Excuse me, I had a hair in my mouth. Eat for 20 minutes and then not drink again for another 30 minutes. And so on the internet, I had typed in bloating, gastric bypass to kind of see maybe what was going on. And it could be that I wasn't exactly drinking with my meals, because my meals are all liquid right now. Okay, so it's kind of an oxymoron, not drinking with a liquid diet. But what I did is I had plenty of time in between the little bit of mashed potatoes that I had, and then before I started on the broth. That way it gave everything a chance to digest a little bit, because according to the internet, what happens is when you push that food through with water, when it thins down so much because you've drank something, it goes right into your small intestine, And that's when dumping happens. Well, I'm not dumping, but I'm thinking that maybe I'm like pre-dumping or something like that. So I'm trying to be really diligent about that. I have one more week at this phase 2 diet. So that gives me some encouragement to know that I can try to eat some more normal food eventually. Christmas was very difficult because the food smelled really good and there was food all over. We went to relatives' house for Christmas and they were so sweet, but I couldn't have anything, and it was very emotionally draining for me, because of the fudge and the nuts and the peanut brittle, and okay, so all the good stuff, and then after dinner there was the pies and all the stuff was sitting around, and every time I walked past the kitchen, I had that urge, to pick. Whether I'm hungry or not, I had that urge because I really wasn't hungry. I haven't really been hungry. It's more of it's up here in my head that I want to eat or I want flavor. And so Christmas, I realized how many times I had the urge to reach over, and just pick off a little piece of ham or whatever. But it was very difficult. I had a couple bites of some sugar-free pudding. I nibbled a little bit of mashed potatoes because that was the next day after my bad bloating issue. So I was really nervous about being at someone else's house and having that issue because it was really painful. And so I just took it really slow and easy. And it, it, I felt fine. Other than mentally, I was really exhausted from the deprivation, I guess. But I made it. And so when I was in the car on the way home, I told my husband that, tomorrow morning when I step on the scale, it's all going to be worth it again that I did this. But I can honestly tell you, on Christmas Day, I was kind of thinking, what have I done to myself that this is going to be how it's going to be forever? And it was a little bit overwhelming. But other than that, things are going well. I've been incorporating some exercise, more than just walking. I've done a little tiny bit of weight training, some exercises with the big ball, and just trying to tone things up. Things are shrinking down nicely. Um, I'm really pleased with my progress, and so I'm going to keep you up to date. I will check in a week and let you know how much more I've lost. But anybody out there considering it, this is a life-changing event. Make sure that you do your research and do your classes and really pay attention so that you're ready emotionally and mentally as well as physically. But I know that this is going to be the greatest thing I've ever done for myself. So I'm just going to sign off for now. God bless. Happy New Year. And take care of yourselves.